everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I'm going to continue with this page today. This is from Hanna Karlzon's newest book, Tales from the Witch's Forest. So I did start this one on camera, so if you want to see how I did the apple, I'll link it in the description of this video for you, and then you can go and follow along with that if you want. The background was just a soft pastel, chalk pastel background, purple with a tiny bit of pinky purple in the centre. I've been using the Fabercastell polychromos pencils, and the list of all the colours I used I will also link in the description of this video. So I think I'm going to start on the little toad today. He's been staring at me, willing me to colour him. So I'm going to get zoomed in. Let me just check where we're at. Put him in the middle. So I've picked three colours out for this little toad. I have got a olive green yellowish 173, a green gold 268, and a burnt sienna 283. So I'm firstly going to get the green gold, so I'm going to map out where I want this sort of colour, and I think I want it just on his belly. So I'm going to go in there with this. Are we zoomed in enough? I can't quite see how. Maybe a bit more. Something's blocking my view of the camera. So I just thought I'd check. So I'm going to go all under his belly with a light layer for now, because I'll darken them up when I'm happy with the placement of everything. So just for now we'll do a light layer. So I think that's where I want to be with that. I'm going to make a little bit of it come down onto his arm there. And I'm even going to put a little bit on his little feet. Just near the ends. So I haven't actually googled a reference picture. I would normally type in toad on my phone and have a look, but I've not bothered. I've just picked out these colours and this is what we're going with. So I'm going to put a light layer down now of the olive green yellowish 173, and I'm going to put this sort of everywhere, leaving a few gaps around the back. I think the back area. So light pressure again. Oh, I have to tell you as well, I started my diet on Monday. So it's Friday today. I started it on Monday and I'm cracking up already. Cracking up. I've got about 3 stone what I need to lose. So, you know, at least with the kids at school I can like film during the day and then I'm not snacking. So I can film, come on and film rather than eating. Sat watching telly eating. So I've got my tea planned tonight. I've got some fresh salmon. So I'm going to do that with some new potatoes and some broccoli. So I do actually really like salmon. It's like my all-time favourite fish. But my partner's not keen on it at all. He said, "What's for tea?" I said, "Salmon." He went, "Ooh." I said, "Well, you can make yourself beans on toast then." No, he'll probably end up eating it with me. He always does. Burnt sienna 283 I'm going to go in with now on its back where I've left that white space there. So I'm just still going in with light layers because we can deepen up when we're happy with where we've put things. I am going to bring some of this brown over the top of the green. I thought it would be nice to sort of mix the two together and have it sort of a, you know, greeny brown. So I did recently put up, I think it was yesterday, I put up a flip through of Miller Marotta's newest book, which was released yesterday. And yeah, there's mixed reviews. I know that Miller Marotta's illustrations aren't everybody's cup of tea because of the details inside the illustrations. But yeah, I found some of them really lovely, and some of them really reminded me of some illustrations from the Circle of Life book. Can hear my kids in the background. So I'm going to put a bit of brown on this foot as well. Just a little bit there. I think I'm going to leave quite a bit of green on his face. We'll just come in with a bit of brown and mix it into that green gold. And then I'll bring the green gold back over the top as well in a minute. You might think, what is she doing with all this colour here? I'm just going to mix a tiny little bit of the brown in to the face, not too much. I'll go over with the green again on that side, I think. There we go. So I'm going to go back in with the green gold now. So the green gold was the 263. 1 second. I'm back. That was my little 5-year-old. She screams demands at me all day. Even though Daddy's here. Still has to shout mummy. Anyway, so as I was saying, I'm going back in with the green gold, which is 268. And I am going to put a hard pressure on now, where we initially laid down the colour. Because I've already mapped out where that's going. And now we want it to be nice and vibrant. Again, under there. I am going to put in some white gel pen detailing over these little lumps as well. There's these little feet blended in. So I'm not going to go in with a hard pressure around the belly where I put it. I'm going to go a bit sort of more medium than hard around the belly. Because I don't want it to be quite as dark blending up into that face. How cute does it look with his little hat? I've still not decided whether I want that black, that hat black or like tan colour. I can't decide. Just going to pop a bit of this under his eye there as well. Right, I'm going to go back in with some more of the green. So the green was olive green yellowish 173. And I'm just going to skim over his back again. Really layering up and mixing all these colours together. Going to bring some of it down onto his arm. And then a bit more on his face. Blend some of it into that green gold. He's a very dirty toad. Right, I think now I am going to blend. I don't know if it's a blend with a cream or ivory. Sometimes it's nice to blend with a cream with colours like this. I'm just going to put a tad more depth on his back with this burnt sienna 283. Just right on the edge of his back. I'm going to go in with a hard pressure there. So we've really mixed up those colours now, really. Just bringing a little bit more down onto the feet, covering up a little bit of that green gold. I sort of decide what I want to do as I'm going along. If you notice something and you think, oh, that needs a bit more of that, or that needs a bit more of that colour, you can just carry on and on. So I am just going to get the ivory and I'm going to blend round his face with the ivory, just up here where we've left it lighter. So Ivory 103, gonna go up here with. If you don't want to dull down your line art, avoid all the black ink because this will dull it down. Any sort of ivory or white tones are going to dull down your line art if you go over them. So I'm going to blend all his little belly as well, belly area. There we go. So now I'm going to go in for his eyes. So the centre, I need a black. Hopefully I can find it. So black 119, and I'm going to go straight in the centre with this black. So on this side as well, where is it? Where would it be? Oh, this one's throwing me off now. Would that tiny bit on the end be the, or is that the highlight and that's the black? Oh, I've no idea. We'll go for that bit. If it's wrong, it's wrong. But that looks like a highlight almost, and then that's the, who knows? Who knows? But I'm gonna go in for the eyes with a brown as well, 283 burnt sienna, so the same brown we used I'm gonna use again for the eye. I'm going to base it with a light layer first and the other side. Then I'm actually going to try and find a bit of a darker shade. Let's see what I've got in my pencil case. It's Van-dyck-brown. That's like a different shade, isn't it? Almost. Let's give that a go. Van-dyck-brown 176. Just for around the outsides. Yeah, that'll do. Just to darken up the outsides of the eye. And underneath there where it will be dark. And sort of just leave a little highlight. There we go. I'm going to get my ivory pencil again and just blend that in there a little bit. So So now I'm going to get my white gel pen. So the Arteza ones are the ones that I use. I'll link these down below. They're fabulous. They come in a pack of 3 or a pack of 12 on Amazon. And at one point a couple of weeks ago, the pack of 12 had been reduced to the same price as the pack of 3. It was an absolute bargain. So I got the pack of 12 a while ago. So I'm just gonna brighten that highlight. And then I'm gonna go over all these little lumps with this gel pen. So it may take some time. Sometimes they go over smoothly and sometimes they start to play up a little bit. But generally, these Arteza pens are brilliant. They've worked for me far better than any of the other brands. I've tried the Uniball Signal, which was okay. I tried the Jelly Roll. The Jelly Roll I found quite translucent. It wasn't very opaque at all, the Jelly Roll. It almost felt very watery going down on the page. I don't know what that was all about, but I stopped using those ages ago. What's your favourite white gel pen? If you've not already watched it, Colour Me Stress Free did a fab video comparing them all the sort of white gel pens and inks and paints, what can white out your lines. So there we go, that's our fantastic little toad. And I've just realised I can't colour the hat next, or else I'm going to dip my hand into all this gel pen and it's going to be smeared all over. So we'll either have to go for the little chest box that he's sat on next, or the crystals. And I'm aiming more towards this little chest box. So at first glance I thought, oh, that's going to be all metal. Are we in frame for the chest box? At first I thought, oh, that's going to be all metal, that, isn't it? But then on second glance I thought, well, no, actually I've seen these sort of little boxes where it's like a velvet fabric on top. So I thought it'd be quite nice to do like a red velvet top and then do the bottom as like metal or what have you. So I'm going to start with the top first, and I'm going to try and get a really deep red into it. So I'm just going to look what colours I've got. Obviously I'll put a base down of something first, but I'm wondering what colour is this? Red violet. I don't know where my swatch book's gone, so I'm just going to roughly try it on here and see what it looks like. Yeah, that'd look quite nice. I know it's like a bit purpley as well, but it looked quite nice with that, wouldn't it? I've put that down and then sort of a bit of this to deepen it up. That's a really rich colour together, isn't it? Really rich. I could even use this one as a base. Maybe that could be a base. And then that one. Let's just have a see. It's nice to play around, isn't it? So again, yeah, I'm going to go for these 3 colours. They look pretty nice, don't they? Like a really luscious colour. Right, let me check. I am definitely in frame again because, you know. So I think I'm going to go for the whole of the top because it almost looks like it's a seat, doesn't it? So the little tiny bits going around the edging, I'll probably do that with a gel pen right at the end. So we'll get the actual seat bit lid bit done first. This is, sorry as well, I've not told you the pencil colour. This is Pale Geranium Lake 121. And I've rubbed off some gel pen there, or it's come off. I'll fix that later. Told you I'm good at doing that. My 10-year-old went boating with school today. So she had a good time, but she had a little accident. She accidentally got hit in the face with a paddle. So She had a little bit of a bust nose and lip. Yeah. And they said, the teacher messaged me on an app that they use to message parents. They messaged me on there to say that, you know, what had happened, it was an accident. But she carried on with the boating and she was really enjoying herself. But unfortunately, they said some of her glasses lens had popped out at the top, and they tried to push it back in the best they could. When she's come home, it doesn't look like there's anything wrong with it, so I'm not sure. They must have managed to pop it back in all the way. I thought, I don't fancy another trip to the opticians to get them fixed, because the amount of times I've been in that shop is unreal. Right, next up is Dark Red 225. So I'm gonna go in with this. Over there. I'm just doing this to get the depth, the sort of depth of red that I want. But I'm going to also leave some of it a bit paler, so this bit here I might leave paler. Just that little bit. Possibly that bit on the end there. Yeah, I think so. And then I'm going to go in with the Red Violet 194. So like I said, I'm not bothered about that I've gone over these little bits with pencil, because I will be going over the top with a gel pen. And as you know, gel pens go over anything. They go over your pencils fine. I was actually a bit worried that this colour was so similar to the apple, being so close to it, but I think it's going to be fine. So I'm going to use this colour in the right in the corner, but then I'm going to fade it out because I do want this bit to be lighter on the end. I want my hand's not in the way. Again, here I'm going to go in with the darkness there where it would be in the shadow, and then I'm going to lighten off towards the ends. Dark under here, dark here and here. And then I'm just going to go back in with the lightest shade, Pale Geranium Link 121, to just burnish with that now. Head pressure. And you'll see where we're getting those lighter areas. There we go, I love that. So I'm going to pick out a gold gel pen, one of my gold gel pens. Where should we go? I think I'm going to go for the Fleur gold gel pen. I've nearly used all this, look at that, it's only got the tiniest amount left in it. But I'm going to use this for all those little bits underneath. I might use a cream and the green gold to try and get this box a sort of gold, but I'm not, you know, metal is my nemesis. I'm really rubbish at colouring metal, so I'll just do the best. Do the best we can do. Daughter's singing away, bless her. Don't know what she's singing. No clue what she's singing. There we go. I've just noticed as well, have you noticed that just this little gap here, that's the part of the background that I've missed with soft pastel. So right at the end, I'm going to get a Q-tip and get in there with a bit of soft pastel. There's always something, isn't there? Can't just do it all right at the same time. Anyway, let's find my cream pencil now. Give it a sharpen because it's a bit blunt. So this is the cream 102, and I'm going to base it all. And it does look like in the middle of these hoops, it does look like that's part of the underneath. So I'm just going to go in there with this first so I don't forget, because you know, forgetful minds. I'm fearful that my hand's just in the way everywhere here. I think it is, isn't it? To apologise. Now what the problem is, you want to zoom in so that people can see, but then there's, you know, you end up zoomed in too far and you end up where your big hand's in the way. No win situation. So let's get all that. So again, these little beads that are dropping down, I'll be doing that with gold gel pen at the end as well. So I'm not really bothered if I go over any of that, to be honest, either. I could have just been a bit more lackadaisical, as we call it. A bit more rough with that, because it doesn't really matter. I might actually do this little catch and lock with the gold gel pen, or maybe just the lock with the gold, yeah, just the lock with the gold gel pen. We'll colour that bit as though it's part of the same as the box. There we go. You know what though, I just have to fill in that little bit that's come off of that gel pen because it's irritating me. Oh, it's just the little things irritate you. But as I said in my first video, I think I said in my first video where I did this, I wish I'd have done it with white acrylic paint, so I might actually go over that with a little bit of white acrylic paint just to make sure that it doesn't come off again. Probably will. So I'm going to get out a few colours here. What's that colour there? Yeah, that's probably better. So I've got out the green gold, and I've actually just pulled out this one as well, the brown ochre. I don't know if I'll use this yet, but I'm going to start with the green gold 268, and I'm just going to start off in the corners, putting quite a harsh pressure on in the corner, and then fading it up. Now I think Debbie Loves to Colour actually asked me a question on the flip through of this book. I've not got round to responding to everybody. I do apologise. So I'll do that tonight. But I think she asked a question about, do these books take ink tints? The paper in these books. Now I did actually use ink tints in the Midnight Masquerade, and it was perfectly fine. It didn't bleed through or anything. So, you know, I would say that yes, ink tints work fine in these books. The thing is with ink tints, you don't need a lot of water. So, you know, it's not going to be bad on your page. I don't know if I've actually tried watercolour in these books though. I think my very first page in Midnight Masquerade, I think I did actually use Neocolor 2s, but I don't know what it looks, I forgot what it looks like, if it warped the page or anything. I actually forgot. But I don't have the best luck with Neocolor 2s to start with. I really don't. Right, I'm going to go in with a dark there and then sort of fade it out towards the middle again on that bit. And these bits in the centre I'm going to do dark actually, because they're in sort of a shadow. The sort of this seat's coming over the top almost. I'm back. I was just tending to the other son who was shouting me as well. They never shout the dads, do they? Never. Never ever. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. I'm just starting from the top and sort of bringing out the lighter colour towards the centre. I will blend out as well with probably the ivory again. I do like using the ivory rather than the white to sort of blend everything together. That's my go-to. Or maybe even the cream, but then I don't know if it's going to turn it really yellowy almost. I'm going to leave a little highlight there. See how there's a tiny little bit of white space what I've left, because I'm going to have that so it's sort of looking shiny. And then let me turn you this way around so I don't end up putting my hand in the way, because I can work, if I turn it this way, I do apologise, I can work from above so my hand isn't in the way. Oh, let me move that sharpener the way. So yeah, I can work from above like this. Then hopefully I'm not in the way as much. I'm ready for my tea now as well. I am hungry. Why do diets make you so hungry? So hungry. Like, I can sit and eat fruit and veg all day and I'll still not feel full. Or even like I have the little seafood sticks, we call it over here. I like snacking on those as well. Oh, I can hear them talking about my video. I can hear the kids talking about my video, about me doing my video. My daughters are cheeky though, they always say it's rubbish. They always say your videos are rubbish. Cheeky monkeys, aren't they? Right, so I think that's where I want to be with that. I'm going to blend a little bit with the cream 102, just around sort of these areas. See what happens. I think it's looking alright. It's looking okay. So I think I'm going to actually bring out the white or ivory to do this middle bit where I want to leave the highlight. So I'll probably get the white on that actually. I think that'll probably be better. Just to keep it bright, because we don't want it to end up disappearing. Sometimes if you put too much of a dark colour over your highlight, it will just disappear. It will just blend into everything else you've coloured. So we'll leave it like that and I'll find my white. Hopefully it's in my case, because sometimes I do leave it out and then it gets lost. So this is the white 101 and I'm just going to go into the highlight with this. Just brush off the pencil dust. So you can see that's really brightened that up now. And again on this side. Now if you did want to darken up any of the other areas, you could. I did actually get this colour out, Brown Ochre 182. And if I just swatch it on a piece of paper, you can see it's not that much darker. Just show you. So you could actually put this into the darker areas, say down here. Might put a little bit in. That's quite nice added in, isn't it? So yeah, I'm going to add a bit of this. It's Brown Ochre 182. Add a bit of that into the edges. That's looking quite nice. I'm going to put a bit on this foot down here. Now I've seen how nice that colour goes with the green gold, actually, I am going to make this middle bit here, this strap almost, I'm going to use a lot of this colour on there. So let me turn you round. So I'm going to put a layer first on there of the green gold 268. So we will just go straight in with that. With a medium pressure. So now I'm going to use the Brown Ochre 182 and I'm going to go around the outsides of this. And then I'm just going to blend it into the centre, so it's making a nice transition into that green gold. And then I am going to blend with a cream 103. There we go. I'm just looking at the lock here in the centre and I'm wondering what colour the middle of the lock would be. Decisions. I might black it out or put a really deep brown in there, actually, I'm thinking. Because it would be like a shadow in there, wouldn't it? Yeah. So we'll put the burnt sienna 283. I've decided. We'll go for that. And then the rest I'm going to do with the gold gel pen. So coming back to the gold flare gel pen. So I'm going to use it all around these little bits. Yeah. They're quite good, actually. These flare gel pens, they're really cheap. There's not much range in colours with the pack I got. I think there was only, was there 8 colours or 12 colours? Something like that. But there was literally only like £2.80 or something on Amazon. And they are really nice. You know, for that price especially. So I'm going to pick out a nice glitter gel pen, a red one as well, for these bits dropping down. just to tie it in with the top seat. So let me see what this red one looks like in the flare. Maybe a bit too pale, that one. I want quite a rich one. Let's have a look. That's a bit darker. Going on any darker than that. That one might be nice. Yeah, I'll use this one. This is from the Arteza glitter gel pen range. These are really good as well. Really, really nice. So I'm going to do these bits that are dropping down in this colour. Nearly missed the bottom bits then. Just missed something. And then I'm going to leave the little spots underneath those gems. They're going to be gold as well. That's my son you can hear. Right, and now I'm going to do the lock with the same gold as well. He's going to have a glittery gold lock, because why not? There we go. I love that little seat. Really cute. I am going to leave it there for now. I know we've only done the little toad and the little seat. I was planning on getting the hat done as well, but I just didn't have time. I was interrupted quite a lot as well by the bambinos. But there we go. That's life. That's life. So I will probably save this page to continue doing it on camera. Just so I've done a page from start to finish for you. So the next time I do it, next time I film, sorry, this page, it probably, I cannot talk, probably will be Monday, because the kids are back in school on Monday, so I'll have a proper hour to hour and a half uninterrupted time to film. So hopefully, you know, there's only a few little bits, touch wood, we can get it done. Yeah, so it was nice coming on and just getting that frog done. Hope you enjoyed watching it. Please do hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.